Hello and welcome to Neighborhood Real Estate Update, where we bring you hyper-local, timely, and accurate information about real estate in zip codes all over San Diego County. Today is March 20th, 2023, and we are taking a look at Carmel Valley today, 92130. Now, Carmel Valley has a variety of housing types, like many zip codes do, although it is a more expensive zip code on average than others that are along Highway 56. Obviously, I think the reason for that is evident, as it is closer to the coast, closer to Del Mar, and those sorts of things. Housing in Carmel Valley is definitely more expensive than in the zip codes immediately to the east, 92129, 92128. But again, we're closer to water, so that's what it's all about. Location, 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 right? All right, so let's first take a look at the number of homes for sale, which is 2241 today. And that is just about exactly where it's been for the past almost 2 weeks now. And I would expect to see this number drop down just a little bit more tomorrow and Wednesday, because usually homes go under contract Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and new homes tend to come on the market later in the week. That's not always true, but I would say more often than not. So expect to see this number go down a little bit tomorrow, but we'll see if I'm right. So let's get me out of the picture here and get right into 92130. All right, so we're going to look at active, currently pending, and sold in the last 30 days. Okay. One of the things that we've got in Carmel Valley are there are a lot of condos, and a lot of those condos are older apartment conversions. So there are some, lower priced properties, but even those are pretty expensive for what they are. Now, Ruette Aliante, these are pretty standard late 80s, early 90s condos. And then Elijah Court, these are newer. Carmel Creek Road, these are very close to, if not the conversions I was talking about. Anyway, as we go down the list here, we have we have about 12 condos or townhomes, and then we start to get into the detached right about here at number 16. There's a couple of detached in between here, which is interesting. Anyway, 29 active properties with an average market time of 79 days. Now, that 79-day average is being heavily affected by properties like this one that are at 392 days, and this one at 371 days, and then 131 days, 221 days, 268 days on this one. We've looked at this one before, and we've talked about it. Why in the world would this not be sold? Only one reason. It's the price. It has to be the price. And some might say, well, maybe it's in poor condition. Yes, price. Again, there's no location or condition situation that proper pricing cannot cure. An easy way to say that is price it well and it will sell. I've said that here a bunch. Okay, so 29 active, 79 average days on market. I suspect without those crazy outliers, we're going to be a lot closer to 40, 45 days, and then 35 pending. So like many other zip codes, the number of active is less than the number of pending. Not as drastic a difference as we saw last week in Rancho Penasquitos, but still more demand than there is supply right now. A couple of these we got two two rentals snuck in here somehow. Not sure how that happened. Now, why would you have a pending rental? Yeah. I'm not gonna dig into that. Let's just say there are 33 pending, so almost the exact same number, very close to the same number active and pending. Now, are these two drawing closer together, or are pendings gonna pull away? It's hard to say. But if we wind up in a situation like we had last summer and fall, where there are way more actives than there are pending, then of course the power dynamic in the market shifts a bit from seller to buyer. Right now, it's a lot of a seller's market. 35 pending and average of 446 days. What in the world is? Okay. Oh, I remember. We got to get rid of these. These are just. Okay, these are just messing us up. Okay, so let's go and get them out. Get out, as Arnold would say. All right, gonna get rid of those two. And we're gonna get back here to our summary and let it refresh. And make sure, okay, and then we're gonna, all we wanna see are the ones that I have checked, not those other two. Okay. 29 active, 33 pending, average of 37 days. Yes, when you take away those two that have 7,000 days of market time or whatever it was, the 37 days. And I really think that if you take away the long market times on some of these in the active column, we're a lot closer to 37 days. So supply and demand in fairly decent balance. Market time on the pendings fairly short relative to what it had been. And then 34 sold in the last 30 days. So all three of these are in really close balance. 29 active, 33 pending, 34 sold in the last 30 days. And with 33 pending, this number isn't likely to change much in the next 30 days. So with these 34 that are current, that have been sold in the last 30 days, average market time was 50 days. And again, there's a few long market times in here that are dragging that up. But looking down the list here, we got this one sold over at a little under, a little over, tiny bit under. This one's over, this one's not quite there. These are either very close to or at or over asking price. And you'll see that some of these that are over asking price, like this one, they're not a ton over, but they're over. So on average, again, we're probably looking at 97, 98% list to sale price ratio. Let's take a peek. Okay, so here we've got a property that was on the market for 176 days. Why would this one take so much longer to sell? Because 3,226 square feet. It's in Pacific Highlands Ranch. This price really seems somewhat reasonable. Let's look at the history and see what happened here. We got, excuse me. All right, so first recorded entry. Now they were trying to sell it. They've been trying to sell this one for a while. All right, so they listed it in 2018. And it was on the market for 43 days, didn't sell. It was a rental, all right. And it did, okay, it rented. All right, so first recorded entry last year in August, which was about the worst time you could be putting a house on the market. Listed at 262, then down to 256, then down to 245, 235, 226. Withdrawn from the market, expired, then relisted here in February for 2150, And very shortly after, bam, pending and sold. Ultimately for $50,000 under asking, which was way under what they started asking. So that's I don't know. I'm not sure why this one would take so long to sell when others of the same size class are selling. What's going on behind the door? I don't know. It looks nice. Nice enough, anyway. Yeah, well, this is, okay. This is a fairly new property. It was built in 2017. Somewhat outdated in terms of the way that kitchen looks, but not at all terrible. I don't know. I guess this one was just overpriced from the beginning and sat for a long time. It is staged for sale. All right. It's a bit of a mystery. This one even has a little bit of a view here. Although at the same time, 2.1 for this house makes sense. 2.6 for that house doesn't really make sense, especially considering you've got total monthly fees around $467 between the Melrose and the HOA. Anyway, it sold, but it had a lot of market time on it, and that's what happens sometimes. So that's what's going on in Carmel Valley right now. Let me pop back on here and give you my summation of all of this great information. So yes, if you like what you're seeing, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. We love your special requests and comments, so keep them coming, and we'll keep the info coming. We'll talk to you later this week with another neighborhood real estate update, and then on Thursday with San Diego Market Watch. So stay tuned for all that, and we will talk to you soon.